Let's start off with CAF Inter-Club football, and it's not been a very, very good weekend. If you love Ghanaian football, if you love AshGold, if you love Asante Kotoko. Let's start off with Asante Kotoko. Daniel, this was when they took on Etoile du Sahel earlier today. Kotoko in white, Etoile du Sahel in red. And there you have it there, Kotoko. At this point, it was 1-0 to Etoile Sportif. This made it 2-0. This tied up the score over 2 legs. One more goal for Etoile was going to knock Asante Kotoko out, and they were hanging on. Daniel, it wasn't the best of performances from Asante Kotoko today.
At all. One word to describe it, I'll say naive. They played like they didn't know what was at stake. Zero experience, and it was very disappointing watching the game, especially at this point. At 2-0, Etoile got reduced to a man down, and you would have thought that Kotoko would have had the advantage. But he still kept on defending, still kept on playing like they were afraid to concede the next goal. And it's Etoile who took the initiative.
And there you have
then
it
again,
there.
Similar goal.
In the 84th minute, a similar goal,
cross to the back
head.
post, and it's in the back of the net. And this is something that Kotoko should have been dealing with. You look at it, reduced to or have a man advantage, and then you allow yourself to be outnumbered in the box, and then the striker gets the ball into the back of the net. It was very, very disappointing, as I've said. Zachariason's men should have done better. Zachariason himself should have done better. We mentioned the fact that he kept on going on and on about sticking to his philosophy, playing the Kotoko way. I don't think that is the Kotoko way. That is the Zachariason way. I think he should have been smarter about it over 2 legs, especially in this particular one. The defending could have been better. To concede 2 identical goals in the space of 20 or so minutes, it really doesn't make sense to me. 2 players marking nobody in the box, and the main threat left unmarked at the back post twice in a matter of minutes. It's painful, it's unforgivable, but it's a lesson they have to learn. Now they go to the CAF.
Yeah,
CAF Confederation Cup.
They drop into the Confederation Cup. We'll see who they will face. So, Asante Kotoko's journey in the Champions League ends quite on a sad note. They got kicked out. So, they lost 3-2 over 2 legs. They won the first leg 2-0 in Kumasi. Now, they've lost 3-0 in that second leg, which was played in Tunisia. When we talk about AshGold, they lost 2-0 on Saturday night. So, they are out via a 4-3 aggregate. Daniel, we knew that AshGold were in for a difficult time, and they were actually kicked out. They lost 2-0 on the night.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised at all. To have a very comfortable home lead in the first half, then let it slip, go away from Obuasi with a 3-2 lead, going to North Africa is not a lead you want to carry. You obviously want more goals when you are going away from home, especially to North Africa. And a 3-2 lead, they were obviously going to lose this one. It was going to be a very difficult one for them, and I wasn't surprised to see them lose by 2-0. I thought, let me be honest, I thought it would have been more goals there, because I think they got reduced to a man down very early. But so that is why I give a lot of credit to them. They were able to keep the scoreline respectable. 4-3 on aggregate on paper doesn't look too bad. But they'll look at that first leg in Obuasi, and the fact that they let 2 silly goals go in and then cost themselves in the second leg. So it could have been if had they been more disciplined or better in the first leg and kept that clean sheet, which looked like could have been kept. The 2 goals they conceded were very avoidable, and they let themselves down there in the first leg. I think it's the first leg they need to look at going forward, getting that clean sheet at home and hoping to build on in the second leg. It's disappointing for both AshGold and Kotoko, but that's the harsh nature of football.
We'll see what happens to these clubs. For Asante Kotoko, they have one more roll of the die. They get to play in the CAF Confed Cup playoff. Now, they've been here before. In 2004, they dropped out of the Champions League. They went to play in the Confed Cup playoff. They made it to the group stage, eventually met Hearts of Oak in the final. They lost in Kumasi 8-7 on penalty. So this is not too new to the team. We'll see if they can make amends and qualify. For AshGold, the journey ends. We'll see if they can make it back when the league returns later this year.